Good afternoon, Belize. I'm Isana Cayetano, and it's time for your midday check-in with News 5. Here are the top stories to keep you in the loop. A security guard is found adrift at sea, 17 miles off the coast of Belize City. What was Carlos Pinto doing on a makeshift raft? The Caribbean Court of Justice hears an appeal regarding a case involving Belizean LPG distributors. And a deadly road traffic accident on the Southern Highway claims the life of Michael Daniels and leaves 2 others injured. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
I'm Brittany, one of the newest faces around here. My stories are heartfelt and bring a fresh perspective. On the job, there is no challenge too great. Flooded highways, raging fires, or asking tough questions. My determination and willingness to connect with people help to deliver stories that put you, our viewers, at the forefront of issues. My motto: accurate, timely, and relevant. I am News 5.
Welcome back. It's an incredible story of a man being lost at sea. On Monday, the Belize Coast Guard came to the rescue of 57-year-old Carlos Pinto, who was found drifting in the open sea on a makeshift raft. Pinto, a Belize City resident, was discovered 17 miles off the coast on a small circular object that could barely fit 2 people. Coast Guard personnel found him adrift with a wooden paddle, 2 buckets, and 2 bags on board the raft. They were responding to a call from a passerby who spotted Pinto from a distance. We spoke with Commandant Rear Admiral Elton Bennett for more details.
We find this to be a very strange case. We've never seen something like this with one person drifting out at sea like that. We're very happy that we're able to locate him and rescue him before night set in. We don't know what would have been the unfortunate situation that he would have encountered throughout the night out there by himself drifting around. So I'm very happy that the information was reported and that we had a patrol that was able to locate him and bring him in and handed him over to his loved ones.
What was he out there doing?
So when we came up on him, he had a fishing line in the water, and he was just drifting. He wasn't communicating freely. He was sort of hesitant in terms of communicating with us. Apparently, he was last seen 3 weeks ago, so we don't know exactly where he was and what mental state he was in. But again, we're just happy that we're able to find him. He seemed quite contented on board that little raft that he was on, drifting out at sea.
So, what was Carlos Pinto doing so far out at sea on a makeshift raft? According to his daughter, he was likely trying to get home. Carlos works as a security guard on an island and had grown tired of being there. When he couldn't get in touch with his boss, he decided to head home on the raft. He had his personal belongings, food rations, and a wooden paddle with him. She mentioned that her father doesn't own a cell phone, which made communication even more challenging.
The young man that employed him at the time that he was working or watching the island for him, he gave me a call right away when he have seen the news, and he said to me, he was working out there with him and he don't know how he ended up out there like that. He said because he was going to return to the island today, and with that, he said he don't know, he has everything out there, and he goes out there every 3 to 4 days. So I guess my dad at the point was just tired of being out there, so he's decided to pack up his things and came home with that.
You got a chance to speak with him since he's coming?
Yes, I got a chance to see him this morning because he was given a little bit of trouble to cooperate with the doctors at Carl Hushina. But so far, we're still checking up on him and make sure that he stays hydrated, because we were told that he was really dehydrated and he do suffer from pressure, and that was high as well.
Today marks the first day of a 2-day hearing before the Caribbean Court of Justice involving a constitutional dispute from Belize. The appellants, the Comptroller of Supplies, the Minister of Economic Development, and the Attorney General are challenging a Court of Appeal decision that found that the government of Belize had violated its respondents' constitutional rights to work and property by preventing them from importing liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) into the country. The respondents, 4 privately owned gas companies in Belize, didn't succeed in their claims of violations of freedom of association and equal treatment, prompting them to file a cross appeal to the Caribbean Court of Justice on those grounds. The gas companies involved are Gas Tomza Limited, Western Gas Company Limited, Southern Choice Butane Limited, Zeta Gas, and Belize Western Energy Limited. Authorities are looking into an early morning fire that destroyed a building at the corner of Victoria and Castle Streets around 6 a.m. in Belize City. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, as the abandoned two-story wooden structure had no electricity and wasn't known to house any residents. The National Fire Service quickly responded to the scene, containing the blaze and preventing it from spreading. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported. Stay tuned for more details as investigation continues. A tragic road accident on the Southern Highway Monday night claimed the life of 26-year-old Michael Daniels when the vehicle he was traveling in collided with another coming from the opposite direction. The crash, which occurred around 8:30 p.m., also left two others injured. In a heartfelt statement shared on social media, the family expressed their grief. Quote, "Our hearts are heavy today as we mourn the sudden loss of Michael Daniels." Unquote. They described him as, quote, "kind and gentle young man who will forever be remembered for the joy brought to the hearts of all those who loved him." End quote. That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit channel5belize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.